Just as a single source of ground truth, the great controller card shootout that will end with only people being shot and no one winning. This is the new motherboard. It has the working VGA card and the post card in it right now. It boots just fine and I can get to BIOS. Hold on and I will do that. There's BIOS. Note we have nothing for floppies, nothing for fixed disks, nothing for common LPT. So this is with no controller cards at all in the replacement motherboard. Installing the old, kind of busted up, sort of works, almost doesn't. I forget who makes it controller card, but put this in the computer and can show you what it does in BIOS. Controller card is installed. Computer's turning on. BIOS. Still says we have no floppies, no fixed disks, because I haven't configured those, but now I can at least set a floppy. And, if you'll notice, common LPTs. So, that's what I'm using as my base. First W606 got from eBay, January 20-somethingth. I don't even remember. Sticker says QB. Serial number is 106099. Put this in. It is now installed. Computer turning on. As always. So we go into the configuration and we have no more COM or LPT. It seems to have... Hold on. I don't know where it got that fixed disk config from because I didn't put that there. Is it recognizing that there's a hard drive or an IDE controller? Because it's not recognizing that there's a floppy controller. I'm going to plug in the CF to IDE card and see if it picks up anything off that. Hold on. I swear, if it boots off this thing magically, I'm just going to lose it. Blinks that once. One teeny tiny little blink. What? No common LPT ports. It thinks there's something on fixed 80, which is a previous configuration I had put into it, but it doesn't ever, I mean, it never does anything with it, and I don't even know. When you plug in both the GoTech and that at the same time, it completely loses that fixed 80 configuration that it has, and you can't even configure anything. So this card just literally doesn't work. Alright, now come the cards that I just picked up. They're exactly the same supplier. One was just through eBay, and these two were through their storefront directly. This card has sticker QA and serial number 180371. Let's put it in and see what it does. It is now installed. Here we go. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Yeah, that sure doesn't sound good, does it? We got all the power LEDs at least, but yeah, that's all this card ever does. It plays that low-high, low, low-high beep, which, from what I've looked up, means quote-unquote mainboard failure, but I only get that with this specific controller card plugged in, so I kind of doubt it. Now, for the second W606 I got in the same package just a couple days ago, this one QC on the sticker, serial 127826, and the silk screening, which was previously down there, has moved to up here. Otherwise, it seems to be, again, the exact same card. Let's install it. It's installed. Let's turn on the computer. Now, we don't get the horrible song of doom anymore, but we also no longer get any sort of video signal. Like, it's just gone. If this card is installed, you get no video. If this card is not installed, video works great. I mean, I don't even know how that's possible with a controller card. Like, VGA and controller cards work on entirely different addresses. As far as I'm aware, they should be, like, so wildly disconnected from each other that this doesn't even make sense. But I'm probably wrong. I'm usually wrong. And now, against probably all better judgment, we're going to try the same thing on the original motherboard. First off, the smoke test. Yay! That's very good. Alright, postcard and video card. All 4 power LEDs, yay! Should probably plug it in the monitor, huh? There goes counting RAM. Oh, there's a green signal. Yep, everything is completely reset because there is literally no battery in this computer. It does not have one. That's fine. I don't care. Anyway, standard setup. CDAB not installed at all. Old Lazarus controller card. Welcome home. Installed, no kidding. This takes forever. But look, I have serial ports, it says. They work. They exist. So, okay. So it's going to sit here and say wait for a while. A good long while. It's hanging out on 8F80. Never blinks the light. This is real exciting stuff. Here's what it does, finally. Every time, hard disk drive controller failure. So, okay, I'll push F1 to resume and watch what it tries to do. MS-DOS 6.22 disk 1 image is armed and ready on the Gotek. F1. Like, I know it works much faster than this under proper conditions. This is... I don't even know what to think about this. It always does that. I mean, starting MS-DOS, I guess. But it'll take its sweet time. Like, it's not even... Anything at all would be real neat. But nothing at all is happening. I mean, sometimes it actually goes to the DOS setup. Generally not. Okay, might be trying something. Okay, now it's gonna actually, like, read at normal speed. So, like, look at all that. Because it's actually gonna boot up into the DOS setup utility. So that's definitely how I'm used to that thing acting. But we get that. Because of course we do. And it's just a litany of IO errors from here on out. It'll just completely fail. Every once in a while I can get it to drop back to an actual A prompt, but trying to run dir on the disk, not ready reading drive A, abort retry fail, etc., etc. This is, I mean, it's not doing anything anywhere. It's just hanging out. Yeah, it can't install it because there's no hard disk. That's expected. Trying to read that drive A again. Yep. eBay W606 sticker to QB. I've got only the GoTech plugged into it. It's not gonna matter. There you go. Now we get both floppy and hard disk controller failure. That's even better. It'll never try and read off this because there's no controller to do so, basically. I have no serial ports, I have no parallel ports, there is no drive A, there's nothing. I mean, it says there's drive A because I have it configured for a drive A, but nothing ever happens. So card stickered with QB literally does not a thing. So it's incredibly frustrating to find out hours after the fact that you've lost tons of footage magically and don't know where any of it went. But anyway, the QA card is, again, installed into the original motherboard. This is the second time it's ever been installed in this motherboard, both of which have been today, and this is what it does. $28.27. 28 is initialized slot 8. 27 is initialized slot 7. So it just hangs here on the original motherboard. This is the card that outright caused the replacement motherboard to scream about mainboard failure. So this one does this. And now the final card, the one with the QC sticker. This is the one that kills video output, and guess what that beep code means. So yeah. 3 W606s, none of them work at all. All of them in entirely different varieties. On 2 486DX33 motherboards, both of which can successfully post